Sorry, I had my water bottle sitting in the way of the recording time. I couldn't see how. Okay, anyway. Welcome back to another episode of Kingdom Hearts 3. Today, we have done it, boys. All right, I have 1, the ultimate weapon, and 2, we are rocking a level 99. Now, you may be thinking, hey, this is not Remind, and you'd be 100% correct. Because I did all of the battle gates, which was, I'm gonna be honest with you, a bunch of me fighting enemies that I've already fought several times within this game. So we're not gonna worry about showing you that. Just know there's 13 of these, and I went into each one and beat all of them first try by going because I got the ultimate weapon first, and it wiped everything. Nothing was left after I entered one of these battle gates. There is, however, a secret boss that you get once you've beaten every battle gate that opens up to you. Now, that one we might go do. That one we may go do. Just to top this video off, you know what I mean? I beat him first try whenever I fought him personally at like level 60, I think. And I'm level 99 now, so realistically, I should probably beat him first try again. But I don't know, maybe I just got super lucky. But the main point of this video was because every time you beat one of these data battles, there are more secret fucking reports, dude. They did it to us again. I didn't even know that these were in the game. I played the whole entire game without knowing because you can't get them until the very end. It's fucking ridiculous. I hate it. I'm not a fan of the way they did it, but this explains to you why they're after the final episode of the base game that you just watched yesterday. You know what I mean? Because you can't do these until you beat the game, or at least like right at the end of the game is whenever they offer it to you. And I'm like, no, I don't want to break it up like that. Like, I've been building up to this story for so long. So instead, now we get to read all of these because, as you know, it's tradition. All the secret reports, all the secret endings. Whole reason I just farmed to level 99 for this. I say farmed, I mean, this one is easy to farm, and you just sit there and spam X. Let me get a sip of my coffee, and then we can be off reading these secret reports. All right. Recollections. Am I alive? I awoke in a cell, alone, until the researchers came with their tests and their prodding to uncover my identity. I had no answer to offer them. 4 friends and a key. That is the sum total of my memory. I could not even recall my name. I was simply called X there. My only solace was the time I spent talking with the 2 boys who would visit from time to time. One day a man came to take me from the prison. I could not see him for the darkness, save that he wore an eye patch. Even now, years on, I feel no closer to understanding who or what I am. May my heart be my guiding key. Huh. Mark of Mastery Journal. Some days have passed since I set off on my journey to prepare for the Mark of Mastery examination. Ericus asked for leave to undertake the same privilege, but apparently I am to be first to tour the worlds written of in the old fairy tales. Alright, so this is definitely from... This is from the young Xehanort, I think. You know, the one that you see, like, playing chess and all that shit. Till a few short years ago, I'd known only my world. I speak of land surrounded by sea, but how I dreamed of, yearned for the worlds beyond. And, granted guidance from the future, I left that nest behind. As I treaded the path to my master's side, I came in contact with darkness in many forms. I knew even then, as by instinct, terrifying as its power was, it could be harnessed, mastered. Ericus is a blue blood, descended from the very first masters in the age of fairy tales, but I did not come this far to indulge in adulation. I will be his peer, his equal, and to do that I must learn to wield the power born from the both darkness and light in proper balance. Xehanort, yeah, he's got a full name now. I can't believe that. I saw adulation and I was like, is that a real word? I went with adult instead of ad, and it fucked me up fully. Sorry, it's early whenever I'm doing this. Like I said, I'm drinking my coffee still, man. Experiments of the Heart. Notes on Subject X, Excerpt 1. Subject was found in the central square shortly after dawn. Fuck me, dude. I can't read today. Subject was found in the central square shortly after dawn. Female, approximately 15 years old. After 7 days observation, she spoke her first words, but could not provide a name. Subject exhibits signs of profound amnesia and displays concerns about which world this is. Her words suggest that she departed her home world with others, though she cannot recall the names of her erstwhile companions. All efforts to explore those memories have met with a rejection response. After his initial experiments on me, Ansem the Wise ceased his research into the heart, his hands stayed by some fear I cannot fathom. Yet this new subject is like me, devoid of memories. She is the perfect sample upon which to continue my master's work. She too could benefit from it. By traversing the heart, we have a direct path into memory. I myself have begun to reclaim my lost path thanks to these very experiments. Who is she? Whence has she come? These are questions no scientist could ignore, and the words she muttered, may your heart be your guiding key. Oh shit, so this is one of them from Union. Oh my god, is this just going to continue the Union storyline? We do actively have to go back. There is more mobile game for me to go read, sadly. Very sadly. Very, 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 very sadly. Dark Road. I might as well talk about it now. You know, if you're watching this, you're probably the only person that cares about it. So, Dark Road, I know came out before the Remind DLC. However, I'm not breaking the game up like that. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna. We've talked about this before for something. I can't remember what it was. We're finishing the game first, and then we'll. You know what I mean? I think it was about Kingdom Hearts 3, honestly. I'm not breaking it up, all right? We're finishing Kingdom Hearts 3 and its DLC, and then we'll do Dark Road, and then we'll do Magical Melodies. I fully forgot about Dark Road. I'm incredibly upset about it. Even though I really like the story from Union, I'm super bummed out about it. Experiments of the Heart, Notes on Subject X, Excerpt 2. So wait, he named her Subject X after he was also Subject X? Because this is still Xehanort, right? Subject's memories have not returned, and our conversations remain less than lucid. What fragments can be gleaned evoke a bygone world, like one out of a fairy tales. As improbable as it seems, the question may not be where she has come from, but when. If she truly has crossed through time, the prospect of probing her heart is all the more compelling. My pilot studies used a handful of subjects, but none possessed the fortitude to endure them. Ultimately, all suffered mental collapse. I knew it would be a heavy blow to lose a subject as unique as she. Upon discovering the tests I've been conducting, my master demanded that I cease my work immediately and destroy what research I have compiled. Worse still, he ordered the release of my remaining subjects. She is gone. Where is Subject X now? Has wise Master Ansem hidden her away? Whatever the case, I will not be deterred. I will take her place as the first subject in the grand experiment to come. Yeah, so he was testing on someone random. Memoirs, Excerpt 1. That castle was a wonderland to us children. Within its walls, Ansem the Wise conducted his research, and the fruits it bore allowed everyone outside to live in peace and happiness. That alone was enough to stoke our interest, though not all of the rumors that escaped its walls were so benevolent. By night, the muffled sounds of human wails emerged. There was talk of dangerous human experimentation. Lee and I couldn't help but hatch a plot to steal inside and sate our curiosity. Lee? Axel was there? Is this from what's-his-face? Blue hair bastard that I always forget the name of? Who's now apparently chill blue hair guy? The two who stood guard at the gates were researchers themselves, though you wouldn't think it to see them, massive and barrel-chested as they were. And slipping past that duo was only the first hurdle. It proved not one not easily clear. We were found and tossed out on our ears time and time again. Oh, time and again. I like time and time again more. Also, they just continuously broke into this place and would get caught, and then they'd come out and be like, hey, don't do it again, while they're like doing human testing and shit. I just feel like they would shoot you in the head. I don't know. I think that they were very generous. I mean, it's fucked up, but I'm just saying, as far as bad guys go. On the day we finally secured our entry, we descended the long spiral stair at the heart of the castle to find a dark space below it, lined with cages. There wasn't light enough to see if they were inhabited, and we were in no position to call out to any occupants within. Yet we could feel it, a definite presence, there in the black. Terror washed over us, and we immediately regretted coming. But just as we turned to flee, we heard the faintest of voices. The urge to run was nigh overpowering, but someone or something beckoned us on. There, framed by a tenuous sliver of light, we found her. Sai. Memoirs excerpt 2. Ooh, it was too dim to make out her features. We spoke to her in a hushed whisper. Who was she? Why was she imprisoned here? She had no answers for us, had no memories at all. She was an enigma, but I knew I wanted to help her. And so we continued our infiltrations. Most of them stopped short at the castle gates. When we did manage our way inside, we spoke with her. That was all the comfort two children like us could offer. But Lee had other ideas. He was determined to free her. We slipped into the castle that day, knowing only that we wanted with all our hearts to save her. So this is the girl that they were talking about whenever it's like there was a girl, and I was like, who the fuck are they talking about? They're talking about her. Is the girl they're talking about from Union? Like specifically? I don't know, because like she teleported here. She fell with Xehanort, or she came after Xehanort or whatever. I'm assuming. Anyway, we don't have confirmation that she is from Union, but I think she's from Union. But we did not find her inside on that day or the next, or any of the subsequent visits. Had she been moved? Had we simply imagined her? Lee and I knew there was only one way we could be certain. And so we stand before the castle gates today not as trespassing children, but in order to become Ansem, the wisest, newest apprentices. Oh my god. Damn, so they never even like really wanted to join that dude. They were just like, yo, I think there's a kidnapped girl in here. We should really try to save her. Yeah, the cops won't do nothing. Like, did they ever inform authorities? Surely that's illegal in every reality, in every context, right? You can't just keep people in cages like that. You go to prison, right? I don't know, dude. Kingdom Hearts world getting pretty fucking dark for a Disney property. On the replica program and reanimation. Following my erasure and my recompletion as a human, I did not awaken right away. Perhaps the damage was exceptionally grave. Even after waking, I remained in bed, pondering my next course of action. In my work on the replica program for the organization, I produced some 20 vessels. Most of the early results were failures, but one of them granted a number. The first success to emerge from that early lot was the Riku replica. Subsequently, Shion, number 1, was essentially indistinguishable from a natural human, though she became unstable due to the influence of others. Using those two as my foundation, I worked to construct a number of nigh-perfect replicas, but just as they neared completion, my efforts were cut short. I suspect Xehanort aims to use both the initial lot as well as the unused replicas for my later work. From them. What for? I arose today and decided to walk out to the square, my first outing in some time, yet my stroll was interrupted with a surprising visitor appeared with an unexpected offer. Though younger than me, he'd risen to become Xemnas' right hand. I accepted his terms and became a nobody once more. Easier to gain access to the old replica program that way. Whatever it takes to atone. That's from Vexen. The real organization. Xehanort seeks to gather 12 vessels, which together with his true, actual self, he considers the real Organization 13. Now that he has the numbers he needs, Demix and I are being treated as reserves. Several others who served Xemnas in the old organization have followed the same course as mine. electing to abandon their newly restored humanity and rejoin the real organization as nobodies. But not Xemnas. Xemnas cannot exist in the present because there is already a Xehanort here. The old man in the charge. The old man's humanity prevents his heartless and nobody, others vanquished in the past, and his younger self from being denizens of this time. To circumvent this, Xehanort is using the prototype replicas I created in the past as containers, plucking his other selves' hearts from the time they existed. Xehanort ordered me to refine the prototypes, to make them closer still to the real thing, perfecting my creations so that they may house true flesh and blood human suits. Wait, what? Flesh and blood human suits, my own Oh, what? So they may house true flesh and blood human suits, my own purposes. Wait, what? Perfecting my creation so they may house true flesh and blood human suits, my own purposes as well. That's fucking weird. I don't know why I can't read that sentence correctly. Perfecting my creation so they may house true flesh and blood human suits, my own purpose as well. For what also, by the way? Why does Vexen want them to have like actual people in them? So it's just like, it's a doll, but he's trying to go past just bringing their hearts into it, which I mean, like, that seemed good enough. You know what I mean? Shion's kind of badass and can wield the Keyblade, and she's just got a piece of a heart. I don't know, I'm just saying. All that remains for my atonement is to devise a way to pass on as many of the vessels as I can to those who truly deserve them. So he's like trying to be like, well, I want these dolls, but I want them for like people who deserve to come back, not, you know, asshole organization members. And this is from Vexen, which is very surprising. I'm so surprised that he actively did turn over a new leaf. I think it looked like. Was he? Because he was double agenting organization. You know what I mean? He wasn't actually working with them. He was working with the people back in wherever the place that we couldn't go back to in Kingdom Hearts 3. Sadly, I was upset about that. The town where Book Boy was doing his experiments and Ansem the Wise got dropped off at the last minute. And then we never saw anything about him again until the very end. Very strange things. Ansem Code Conspectius Except 1. Is that how you pronounce that word? I don't care. I have poured over the data my master entrusted to Riku. Here I offer my preliminary conclusions. Within Sora's heart are 3 compartmentalized boxes, each containing the heart of another. One box holds Roxas, while another holds a second heart that has been with Sora nearly as long. The third has held its heart for much longer. These hearts have melded with Sora's and no longer have voices of their own. Any attempt to mechanically extract them could prove as dire for Sora as what caused him to become a Heartless in the first place. Ooh. So you got Roxas. You got you got Ven. Who's the third one? The third has held its heart for much longer. So there's another one of me? Who's the third one? At first I was gonna be like, is it Shion? But no, it's not Shion. It's like something that was there way before Ventus. Like way before Ventus, apparently. Unless Ventus is the one that's the super long and Shion is... Maybe it is. Maybe it's it might be. It might be Shion. Now that I think about it, it might be Roxas, Shion, and then Ventus. I don't know. Dire for Sora is what caused him to become a Heartless in the first place. First, a vessel for each heart must be readied. Then, a spark of some sort is required to induce its waking. Obviously, the ideal solution is to restore each heart to its own body. But, whatever the case for the 2 unknown individuals, Roxas possesses no such thing. The same is true for Namine, who we believe resides in Kairi's heart. Still, if alternate bodies can be secured for them, all their hearts require to be awakened is that spark. People they cared for and who cared for them, who could show them the way home. Complete and perfect digitalization of the heart is impossible. We can only hope to partially reconstruct it. Thus, I see no way forward but to extract the hearts we so desperately need directly from within Sora. Unfortunately, the data stored in Twilight Town contains a near-perfect record of the memories of those who lived there, and for Roxas and Namine especially, this is crucial. Is Ienzo, that's the book guy, right? That's book guy, but not evil. Book guy, but not evil. I like that guy. That guy's chill. He's a real dick in the second game. He's pretty chill in this one. I'm not going to lie. He became one of my favorite. I like getting the calls from him. I'd be like, oh, what's up, dog? You know what I mean? Whereas before, it was like, I'm going to kick your fucking teeth in, man. Stop reading these fucking books on me. All right, excerpt 2. As for how to contain their hearts, the only conceivable option is the replicas. If we transfer in the digital memories from the Twilight Town archive, the replicas should be able to reconstruct each individual's human appearance with near-perfect results. Then their hearts need only the right spark to wake them, so they may find their way out of Sora and Kairi and into those newly made bodies, which all this happened at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. The replica program was truly revolutionary, but it was incomplete at the time of the old organization's dissolution. Without Evan? Who's Evan? Without Evan, how are we to further the research? We need at least 3 replicas, one for Roxas, one for Namine, and one for the unknown stowaway within Sora's heart. Oh. Wait, what? It's stowaways, right? He said that there was 3 in there. I swear, he said there was 3. These are difficult quandaries, but as I worked through my master's data, I found myself remembering the taste of ice cream. When I was a boy, he would bring me some when we took walks together. There will be a time to regret my betrayal later. For now, my focus must be on restoring Roxas and Namine and proving my master had good intentions. Observations, except 1. I have seen it through. The Keyblade War unfolded exactly as written on the lost page. Now, the Keyblade and Master entrusted to me must be bequeathed to another. 5 Union leaders have been chosen from the surviving Dandelions. I will pass the Keyblade to one of them and then continue watching the future unfold. Yes, it seems that someone has pulled the old switcheroo. One of the 5 is an imposter, someone the Master did not choose. They represent a virus in the program he so carefully wrote. That virus has begun a strange undertaking, a reckless plot to allow the 5 to escape into another world line. Surely such a thing can't be possible. We're talking about the same trick that allowed the Dandelions to transfer to another world line after the Keyblade War. But these children are no masters. They haven't the means, unless, of course, a certain lady of magic summoned here from the future knows more than I do. The whole Union leader thing was supposed to be by the books. Are these new events just another phase in the Master's grand plan? Alright, that once again, call back to Union was so important to this game. If you didn't partake in Union, you were fucked. Excerpt 2. Even on a world line with no Keyblade War, peace is but a dream. In the absence of us and our master, a darkness arrived, one that shall surely lead the world to yet another demise. Amid the chaos, I bequeathed my Keyblade to one of the Union leaders, just as the Master instructed. I watched as the 5 were sent to another world line, at no small cost, ensuring the line of Keyblade wielders will live on. And now, Keybladeless, I must depart this land to fulfill my final task. This means casting my own body aside and suturing my heart and vessel after vessel, as many as it takes. Is that what that word is suturing? I'm guessing. That's how you spell suturing, really? You want to hear? Sojourning? Never heard of that word in my fucking life. It means to stay in one place. This means casting my own body aside and sojourning my heart in vessel after vessel, as many as it takes. Sojourn. I've been sojourning here in my house for a while. That's fucking weird. What a weird choice of word. Anyway, but I will continue gazing upon each passing era, one unto the next. In time, be it years or decades, centuries or millennia, I will meet the 5 once more. Is this from What's-His-Face? Is this from Eye Patch Guy? Somewhere in this cyclical history of bequeathings, a chosen one will appear and reenact the Keyblade War. When this scapegoat arrives and takes my Keyblade in hand, that will be the time to take the stage and finish my role. The Lost Masters will awaken. This is Eye Patch Guy. This was him talking to them at the end of the game, remember? He's been changing hearts So he's from... Yo, this guy is like the fucking Ocelot of fucking Kingdom Hearts, you know what I mean? Where he's like, he's behind everything. He did, oh my god. Excerpt 3. It seems this body, this name, will be my last. The lives I have lived over the ages could fill volumes, but for now I must focus on what matters most. The Keyblade has been successfully passed down, generation to generation, and it seems a Keyblade master devoted to darkness may finally arise. Until now, I have watched over the course of events from a distance. Perhaps the time has come to intervene. I need only play the role of a fool, desirous of the Keyblade's power. I will don the mask of his ally in order to keep watch over my own Keyblade from close by. The Gazing Eye, a Keyblade forged from the eye of the Master of Masters. He passed it to me, as I have to others, and through it, he can see the future. All that will ever come to pass, spanning the ages in body after body, life after life. My task has been to keep vigil over the eye as it passes from hand to hand. It has been a long time, longer than I can express. I forgot about that shit. That's right. In Union, he said that he can see the future because they gave him a Keyblade that had like his eye, and he can literally see what's going to happen in the future via just like, he gave this Keyblade to someone, and then, you know, because of the way that time travel and being able to see things like the future, it just comes to him, you know what I mean? He wherever this Keyblade ended up, he could see. And it's been here the whole time. I forgot whenever I was sitting there talking about like, wow, that reminded me of Soul Calibur. No, there's a reason for that fucking eye, dog. The Gazing Eye, a Keyblade for he passed it on to me. I have to others, and through it he can see the future. Alright, but now at last the Keyblade War has begun, and Kingdom Hearts will open, a true and complete Kingdom Hearts, born of the clash between darkness and light. I will soon be reunited with my old companions, and in that moment my long vigil will reach its end. We will return. And he's talking about the union leaders that he called there at the end, remember? Because he's whatever the fuck. That's why he was like, I haven't called that in a long time. Because he's just been fucking pretending to be different. Dude, he is the Ocelot of the Kingdom Hearts universe. That is crazy that they chose Eye Patch Gun Guy to be such a big representative, dude. It actually blows my mind. That's amazing and incredible. And I love that. I love all of that. That's awesome. And if you don't know what I mean by he's the Ocelot of this, go watch the fucking, do yourself a favor, go watch the goddamn Metal Gear Solid Let's Plays, man. Alright, I did all of them. I even did 5. And I got the secret cutscenes 4, 5. I'm telling you, man, just go watch them. Lots of effort went into them. It'll be worth your while. You'll be like, wow. And then this is the secret boss. This is the secret boss that you get after you go and do all the battle gates, which are, it's literally just, imagine this, but instead it's a bunch of enemies that you've already fought several times. I was gonna say, I was like, give me ultimate for him, bro. This guy's cooked. Yeah, no, he's screwed. I am indeed gonna beat this one first try again. God damn, my defense went up so high from getting level 99, bro. It's not even funny. He was doing a lot of damage to me originally, especially in this form. And now it's just not happening. Get a little taste of the ultimate weapon before we head into the other one. You're about to get shit on. Yeah, the shot lock for this is fucking insane. Did you see the health? It just goes. I don't know what he's doing there. I don't remember this phase. Oh, I'm fully stunned. Oh, he got me. Oh, he got me on all of them. Where is he? Not here? All right, bro. You want to go? I'll fucking go, dude. I got long range too, you piece of shit. Jesus Christ, annoying. And now, just for fun, I'm gonna nuke your ass. What? Oh, I got it, and then I ungot it. All right, I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Didn't even heal. Didn't even heal once. That's the secret level, or the secret boss for the whole game, for the whole base game. That is, as far as I know, the only secret boss in the entire game. The entire base game. Yeah, come on, Phil. You didn't even fucking help with that, Goofy. Shut up. All right, well, next time I see y'all, remind, also, kind of hilarious, actually, Kingdom Hearts 3, exactly 50 episodes long, because I did that. I'm not doing a full Battlegate episode. It would be incredibly boring for you guys specifically, because it's just, hey, look, these enemies from this level, remember them? Well, now I'm gonna fight a lot of them at one time. Look out. I'm good on that.